All right, Mr. Taliaferro, how's everybody doing out there? So salute to Kevin Durant, man. Say what you want about KD. I know he's the villain of the NBA, whatever. The dude was absolutely balling in the 2019 NBA playoffs. Dude was averaging 34 points a game, over 5 rebounds a game, about 5 assists a game, shooting the ball at a 50% clip from the field, over 41% from the three-point line, over 90% from the free throw line. I mean, he was literally balling in the 2019 NBA playoffs. Now, the Warriors have been great without him. All right, what are they? Technically 5-0, and they closed out Game 5 against the Rockets without Kevin Durant, so they've been balling without him, right? But in the grand scheme of things, Kevin Durant was balling, and the Warriors would love to have him back for the NBA Finals, especially with their matchup against the Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard on the other side. You want to keep Kawhi Leonard's hands busy on defense, right? So that'll affect his offense. He won't be as efficient offensively. Now, here's the reality of the situation. I don't believe Kevin Durant will play in the NBA Finals. He's for sure out for Game 1. Kevin Durant is officially out for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. He'll be reevaluated soon, and as of right now, he has not even touched the court yet. And then, as a matter of fact, according to reporters who talked to Kevin Durant after a practice the other day that he obviously was not partaking in, he still got a limp. You know, KD's still walking with a limp right now. The NBA Finals starts in about 3.5 days, and your top guy, KD, is limping. That calf injury is a little bit worse than expected. I'm quoting KD. He said, this injury is not like any other injury he's had. It's worse. All right, so again, he's trying to get his right calf to respond. It's one of those injuries where you can just literally wake up and be ready to play ball, but it's also one of those injuries that can linger. And I believe the Warriors are trying to cover up a little bit for the fact that KD's out for the remainder of the playoffs. I don't think he's coming back. I hope I'm wrong. I want KD around, you know? I just don't think he's coming back. And ruling him out for Game 1 of the Finals with all this time to rest, I mean, the Warriors have been out for quite some time now. And then by the time they play, it'd be like a week? And the fact that he's still out, this injury happened pretty much 2 weeks ago by the time Game 1 happens. And the fact that he's still out and not even on the court practicing, I don't think that's a good sign. Now, the benefit for Kevin Durant is the NBA Finals goes on forever, it feels like. So that bad boy starting May 31st. That thing's going to end, second week in June? So there's a couple days of rest in between the games a couple times in the series. So maybe he could make a pushback Game 3, Game 4, I don't know, Game 5 maybe, depending on where the series is at. I don't believe this is going to happen. I believe he's out. You know, I think he's going to protect his brand, and I know that he hates that. But think about it in this, to me, in this mindset, he's not going to win Finals MVP anyway. You can't take away what the dude did in the playoffs thus far. But you got a long career ahead of you. At least you hope to have a long career. And your team is pretty good without you. I doubt we see a half-hearted Kevin Durant on that basketball court. He's already out officially for Game 1, and the future is not looking great. I thank you guys so much for the time loves put. I don't take it for granted. Kevin Durant, he won't be in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and I personally believe he's done for the playoffs. Haven't heard that yet. I've heard some rumors, but I have not heard that one specifically. But in my heart of heart, I believe he's done for the playoffs. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr.Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.